The season got off to a rousing start with the Wolfpack meeting North Carolina before an overflow crowd of 42,000 in Carter Stadium.
As Jim Donnan avoids a Tar Heel blitz and fires to Harry Martell in the open for a 55-yard game-clinching score. The Pack opens 1967 with a 13-7 victory over the Tar Heels. The Tar Heels are forced into a punting situation on their first possession. Chip Stone kicks to the Wolfpack's Gary Yount at the 16. Art Hudson wipes out a Tar Heel at the 20. Yount goes to the far sideline. A good block by Hilka, another blast by Whitley, and then Yount has only to race two officials for the score. State leads 6-0. On their next possession, Carolina's Solis Zemetis is hit by Mike Hilka at the line of scrimmage. The ball pops into the arms of Jack Whitley. The color may be bad, but the results aren't for the Wolfpack. Whitley runs 42 yards for another TD. Paul adds some more razzle-dazzle with this halfback pass to Jim Harden for another score. The Wolfpack runs up its highest score ever on the Tar Heels in this 38-6 victory.
All the way quarterback, the best if not the best in the ACC, with a pitch out to Harris. He's got speed if he can turn on the Jets. Look out, can he throw? He does. At the 10. And driven out of bounds right in the corner, just shy of the end zone. It is Crumpler who gets the ball. He leaps and he scores, I believe. Wolfpack signaling touchdown. Yes, 6 points. And just as Jack told you, going over the top, Bobby Crumpler for the touchdown.
He may have just thrown the flag later than he wanted to. First down and goal, though, from the 2. Kramer with a pitch to Crumpler. Crumpler trying to tie the game. Gets in. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Frank Harris. Touchdown. Mitch White tried to time the play and bursting through his pulling away at the 20, at the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State. The linebacker vacated the hole coming out. Trying to time the play perfectly. Mitch White was full house backfield. Eric Starr to the goal line. Did not get in. Fumbled the football, and North Carolina State has it. How about this? Ray Agnew. 23 yards. Carolina with only 3 men on the line of scrimmage. They got an extra defensive back. Kramer on the sideline. Completes the pass, and it's going to be a Wolfpack touchdown. Miles Worthing. No flag. North Carolina State leads 34-28. 35-34. North Carolina State by 1. This is for the ball game. 2-point conversion try. Eric Lewis in motion. Mark May in trouble. Trying to go to Truitt. He's got the ball. They say he's down. He's down. He does not get in, and North Carolina State, with 8 seconds to go, celebrating a 1-point victory.
But you got to like the call, even though it didn't go. 3rd and goal. Barn and Krein in the backfield. Montgomery runs it for Barn. Touchdown. They're going to blitz. No, we're backing out of the blitz. Here they come. He's throwing into the end zone for quarters. What great leaping catch for the touchdown. On its way. It's good. A 54-yard field goal from Damon Hartman as time expires. Jackson is out of there. Todd Barn, number 15, replaces him. Don't be surprised if they go to Barn. In the end zone, Worthing, touchdown! Rolling. Davenport's going to keep it, and he hurdles for the touchdown.
The clock starts to move. 9, 8. Here's Davenport back to throw again. Pumps it over the middle. He's got Aubrey Shaw at the 38-yard line. But they stop the clock with a second left. Oh,
Comes down to Hartman's foot. Can he hit a long one?
hang on to your hat. Here's the snap. The ball is down. The kick is up. And it's gone! Wolfpack wins! Oh, my! A 56-yard goal! That's even harder!
They send two. Bender complete to Goins for a touchdown. Jordan lofts it up, wants Davenport, touchdown NC State. Burnett, quick drop, pass is intercepted. Sebastian Savage out of the hands of Joey Young, and it's a foot race to the end zone. What an appropriate finish to this game. Sebastian Savage. Jordan. Drop back, going long. Has Griffiths complete. Big block at the corner. He's marked out at the 4-yard line. Invaluable experience. Second down and 9. Jordan. Time looking for the long ball. Has Goins complete. And a flag on the play. Jordan got in that time, and North Carolina State takes the lead. Third down, the biggest third down for Terry Jordan today. 6 out of 11. NC State tied with North Carolina. Third and 10. Jordan to throw. Complete to Goins for another first down inside the North Carolina 20. Clock moving. Handoff Maynard. Touchdown, North Carolina State. 11 seconds left. Stanisic floods the field, wants Felton. Intercepted by Dwayne Washington. And that'll effectively end it with 5 seconds left at the 18-yard line.
Empty backfield on third down and short. Third and less than a yard. Robinson gives it to Brian Peterson. Back to Rivers for a touchdown. Second and 9 from just outside the 10. Rivers away from the heat. Lofts it to the end zone. Touchdown. Brian Peterson. Tight formation. Robinson trying to run wide. Touchdown. North Carolina State. 4-yard field goal missed by passing him. There's a passing man, Curry, fumble! Free football recovered by North Carolina State. Second and a yard, deep handoff. Coach Ray Jackson turns the corner. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Troubled times for the Tar Heels.
Checks off, hands off McClendon. McClendon, touchdown, NC State. Sanders look, huh? Yeah. Edwards in motion across the formation. McClendon is the workhorse this drive. McClendon turns on the juice, puts the ball in the left hand, and runs out of steam at the 6-yard line.
Do that kind of deal.
Second and goal. Rivers over the top. Does he get in? Touchdown. Tar Heels come out with a 4-point lead. Lazard, Blizzard in backfield. Here comes Durant. He's being pursued. Shakes off one tackle. 3 more in pursuit. Drops the football.
He tried to throw that. That's going to be a judgment call.
Arm going forward, and was he throwing? It's an NC State football. First and goal, and look at this formation. Here it comes, set up for McClendon, headed for the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. To keep their drive alive in the red zone.
Chain Riggs.
Here's the pass going for the end zone for Peterson. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Manny Lawson's just to the left of the center. Here's Wooldridge with the kick. It is blocked. Recovered by the Wolfpack for a touchdown, and Lawson is sitting on it. Up to the top. That's Cochtery in motion. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Play action. Pass out of the flats, complete to a wide open Cotchery. And Cotchery's on his way. Cotchery will not be caught. Touchdown, Wolfpack, 80 yards. Out of the shotgun, Rivers steps up, and he'll run himself. Gets a block. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hand off Eugene, threading his way down toward the end zone. Did he break the plane? Yes. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Big fella doing a great job on the right side.
First and goal from the 7. A handoff inside to Eugene. Cuts back toward the end zone, and he's there. Second touchdown of the day for Jamel Eugene. Stone and Eugene have been the primary target. And I get think of the devil. There you go. There's Donald Bowens on his horse down to the 20, brought down at the 13-yard line. First and 10 at the Tar Heel 14. Evans to throw into the end zone. Touchdown, Marcus Stone.
My philosophy. Whoever eats the most, that's where I'm coming. Right over you.
Evans, nope, gonna hand off to Eugene. Touchdown. Made it look easy. All right, play of the game right here. Carolina wins or loses on this play. 4th down and goal.
Fade to the playmaker. Fade to the playmaker.
There you go. He got it. No. Incomplete.
You go to your playmaker, and this is it. Going to him. What a play by the senior.
Russell Wilson out of the shotgun, pumps, fires at the goal line. It'll be a touchdown for North Carolina State. George Bryan, the tight end. 4th possession to start in North Carolina territory. Wilson wants it all down the middle of the field. Touchdown! And the runoff in Minnesota as well. Pass incomplete. That's intercepted. Another pick for the Wolfpack. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
For Wilson, try to throw it in. He does that, and he gets the touchdown. To penalties now. Wilson has a man end zone touchdown. Monday night, we have North Carolina State. Little pump fake from Wilson. Throws it downfield, and it's caught. Owen Spencer takes it in for the touchdown. NC State has never led in this football game. Oh, pressure. E.J. Wilson hit him, but it didn't matter. A touchdown pass to Spencer. 4-man rush. Yates goes up top, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Clem Johnson.
Turned in his preparation for a game. Well, Deion Sanders knocked the door down. He played both football and basketball. Played both in one day. Here's a long pass. They've got a man open, and it's complete inside the 5 to Owen Spencer. And then throw to Green. Not this time. They go inside. Touchdown, Davis. Wilson with room. Still on his feet. Gets a block. Wilson inside the 15. Inside the 10. Wilson buys time, is in trouble. Throws to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete.
And this ball was batted down and then caught.
Touchdown, NC State. What a great job by Wilson to give his guys a chance. Now watch the ball. Now I thought it hit the ground there, but I was wrong. That is a great catch. Spencer. Ball game by Earl Wolf. Here's a high spiraling pump. Graham will take this inside the 15. Get a block. He's got some room. Look out. Graham out to midfield. Still on his feet. No flags. T.J. Graham is gone. And they've got to use the sideline. Yates again in the end zone. He's going down. That's a safety.
2 scores. Play action now for Glennon. He'll go over the middle into the end zone. Touchdown! Renner. Most time he's had to throw today. Going deep. And it is picked off. 6th catch by Jones today. It's good for 15. Here's Renner. Back to throw. Going for the end zone. And it is picked off by Emerson. He'll try to bring it out. Emerson, the nation's leader in interceptions, now has 9 on the season.
Spin it, then it's going to get distorted in the wind.
Glennon, blitz on, gets rid of it, pass to Palmer, complete. Palmer with more yards, first down and more. Palmer trying to sprint ahead of the field, he'll run out of steam.
This looks very comfortable back there, slinging the ball around.
Here comes pretty high heat and an interception.
I jinxed him.
And it's just like anything else. It's North Carolina losing to NC State. The Wolfpack take their 5th straight win in this series.
So here goes NC State in the red zone. Bunch formation at the bottom of your screen. They look that way and they take the quarterback draw. 1-on-1 inside the 5. Brissett touchdown. NC State is out. Can't play today. He's a backup guard. They are thin, as Art said. Here they are. 3rd and goal. Touchdown NC State with Brissett. Brissett keeps it, has the first down, and Brissett is all alone. A foot race to the end zone. Inside the 10, to the 5, to the 4. 60-yard gain by Brissett. The pitch back to Thornton. Is he in? Yes. Touchdown, Shadrack Thornton. They go heavy. Brissett to throw, wide open, touchdown. Purvis, Tyler Purvis with the touchdown catch. From the 2. Brissett throws to the corner, touchdown NC State. Tyler Purvis with his 2nd touchdown catch of the afternoon.
Very good catch. He is as good a receiver out of the backfield as they have.
This is a backwards pass for Jalen Samuels, and it's caught. He's going to go. Stephon Lewis. Jalen Samuels does it again. The Swiss Army knife with a 59-yard pass to Lewis.
Player Days up inside.
It is Days taking the direct snap, and now he's got the first down and more. Matt Days on his feet to the end zone. Touchdown Wolfpack. Matt Days doing it all. He's already got 2 touchdowns on the day. He gives it to Samuel, and Jalen Samuels is in for a touchdown. To stay on the field offensively, still 3:16 to play.
And interestingly enough, NC State's coming after him.
Blitz coming, 1-on-1 for Howard. Dives, did he hold on? Incomplete.
Samuels in the backfield. Another sneak. A push from the pile. And NC State has a touchdown. Finley is in for the game's first 6. From the pistol. Finley untouched. The Wolfpack pull to within 2. Hines and Finley in the pistol. Big hole on the right side. Couple of fenders miss, and it's off to the races for Nyheim Hines. He's gone, and the Wolfpack take the lead on a 54-yard touchdown run.
Answer defensively.
Finley wanted Hines in the backfield. Another run off to the right side, and perhaps another big one. He's down the middle of the field. He is gone again. Hines one in motion, handoff, Samuels, and the Wolfpack are sitting pretty with 1:33 to go. Touchdown for J-Sam.
11 carries for 73 yards and those 2 rushing TDs last week at Louisville.
Went unbalanced, Tom.
This is into the end zone. It is Gillespie.
Get out of it.
Finley from a secure pocket into double coverage. Down to the 5. Kelvin Harmon has his first grab of the game. Going to try to run it right side into the end zone. It's Reggie Gillespie from 4 yards away. 100 yards receiving last week at Louisville for Harmon. 6th time this season. He's gone for 100 or more receiving. Into the secondary, toward the goal line. Gillespie fights off the defender and takes it to the end zone.
You know, everything he set out to do.
Former walk-on.
Yeah, he's been big today for him.
Finley spins out of the pocket. Attempted one-handed grab inside the 20. Jacoby Myers.
Saying he landed on the line. We'll take a look. Does he land on the out-of-bounds line? Does his elbow look like his elbow might have been in bounds on the catch? The knee comes down before the elbow, and
after further review, the receiver completed the process of the catch. Inbound, the ball be placed at the 18-yard line.
This season. Finley hands it off. Gillespie stutter step, and he goes to the end zone. Reggie Gillespie, a 4-bagger. Career high 26 carries in the game for Gillespie. The back behind Finley. They're going to give it to him. Reggie Gillespie dives into the end zone. The winning points for North Carolina State. And the teams come together in the end zone. Pushing, shoving.
So Thayer Thomas deep to receive the punt. Pressure comes, it is blocked. North Carolina State's gonna fall on it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. To give up my no fades by the goal line call.
Are you?
Just because of those guys' height. Leary to throw, plants his feet, has a receiver, touchdown, Wolfpack. Trent Penix.
He's not on the field right now.
5:15 and counting on this drive. Big 3rd down and 9. Leary has time, climbs the pocket, throws and caught. That's Thomas. Here goes Thayer Thomas. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Around the tackle and get to Devin Leary.
Leary's got to take a shot. Has a player wide open. NC State is going to score. It looks as if NC State recovered. NC State has it. Person in the backfield.
Just run the football here.
They're going to throw it. Leary's going to take a shot. Has a receiver. It is caught. Touchdown NC State. Emeka Emezi from 24 yards out. Here's the ball game. The throw to the end zone. Players down there. Intercepted. It is over. NC State comes back to win in one of the all-time greats.
Ben Finley actually played in Chapel Hill for NC State 2 years ago, threw a touchdown pass in that game, and wide open is Devin Carter down the sideline, stiff-arming the defender and dragged down inside the 5. But again, just half the distance to the goal, so kind of kind of inconsequential. Jack Chambers is in now at quarterback. He's out there to run the ball, and that's why he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Speed smart, Tom. Take what they give him.
7 of 9, 83 yards. Play fake here. Finley setting up, going into the end zone, and it's caught. A touchdown. Terrell Thomas, just his 3rd catch all season. 2nd down and 11. May to the air. Here comes pressure off the edge. May sensed it, steps up, dangerous pass, and it's intercepted by Tanner Ingle. A huge pick by the Wolfpack inside the Carolina 30. Drake Thomas came with pressure. 3rd down and 7. They have yet to convert on 3rd down this half. Finley back to throw, looking down the sideline, back shoulder, it's caught into the end zone. Devin Carter, touchdown NC State. What a throw by Finley in his first start. And he missed it. NC State wins.
Lassane and Collins, the wide receivers here. Here's Armstrong on the move. Shoots it for Concepcion. Inside the Tar Heel 25 and a Wolfpack first down at the 22.
I think it just kind of was hard for Carolina to hold their water during that.
Wolfpack only rushed 3. May slipped as he reached the back of the drop. Now will tuck and run, and then fumbled the ball. It popped out, and NC State has recovered. Delbert Mims in the backfield with Armstrong. To the end zone. Caught. Casey Concepcion. State has dominated, winning 2 straight and 5 of the last 7 headed into tonight. Armstrong rips it to Concepcion, fights through the traffic, turns the corner, keeps his feet at the 20, and Biggers finally gets him on the ground at the 11. Robert and I toy box again. Carolina's got to try and get lined up here. Concepcion in motion, slipped. Here's Armstrong to the freshman, touchdown. Carolina 0 for 4 on third down. May shoots it to Walker, offline, incomplete, and took a shot from Aiden White. He has thrown for a score, has KC. Armstrong on the third and long play. Lob for the end zone. Collins there. Caught it. Dakari Collins and an NC State touchdown. Concepcion's got 176 yards of total offense so far. And here's the handoff to Mims. And the big fella will drive into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Men on the field. Carolina's got Nesbitt, Jones, and Copenhagen to the left. Walker to the right. The throw for Tez Walker. Intercepted. Peyton Wilson. He has 8 games with 10 or more this season. He had 16 against Miami this year. And there's Nesbitt. And almost, or was intercepted. The deflection comes away, and Devin Boykin has got his 4th career interception and his 3rd of the year.
Wolfpack bring 5. It's picked up. Now there's a fumble on the play. Who else? Davin Vann forced it. That's 6 on the season.
They can only receive 2 unsportsmanlike conducts in the course of a game, and then they're ejected.
Handoff up the middle, Smothers. And he gets in. Wolfpack strike first. Concepcion in the backfield. Bailey fakes his way. Now he looks downfield. Has a receiver wide open. That's Jolie, his tight end. Still on his feet. Down to the 26.
0 receptions and not a lot of success running the ball.
Bailey to throw. Over the middle to his tight end. Wide open. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Dante Daniels. Part of this 3-headed monster at tailback for the Wolfpack. Bailey avoids the rush. Now as a receiver wide open. That's Concepcion. Juggles it at first, but corrals it and takes it down to the 27. Bailey to throw. Going to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. 1st and 20. Bailey's going to go up top.
What?
It's caught!
No way!
Noah Rogers! Bailey's going to give it to Smothers, and he's going to score. Now 2nd down and 10 for Bailey. He'll throw again. Pressure up the middle. Good screen. Grimes. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Unless you have some trickery pass you can get to.
Nah, they're running it into the end zone. Another big tight end on that side. This time Wilson makes no mistake. Who played a snap at left tackle earlier in the game is now at right guard. Bailey, pressure up the middle, gets rid of it. Great catch near the goal line. Touch, no, they spot him down right at the 1. Terrell Anderson, 29 yards, what a catch. Available for Dave Dorn and offensive coordinator Kurt Roper. Jolie in motion. Looking for him in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And a big reason is that man right there, the 230-pound freshman quarterback. Blocker in front of him. Wilson inside the 5, still pushing the pile, still moving it forward and into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Running the football all night long, including this guy right here. You know what's coming. Wilson, number 4 on the night.